What's happening, y'all? It's your man DJ Commando. Welcome to another episode of KNHB Live. This is where we interview artists, DJs, entrepreneurs. Like I got sitting next to me now. We got business owners. We got all type of people that we trying to get on this show, man. So this is catered to anybody that has a business, anybody that has an organization. If you're trying to get into the business, if you're trying to be a business, if you're trying to be an artist, producer, whatever you're trying to be, if you're even a band, hey, if you play ukulele, it's all good to me. But yeah, my guest and my one and only guest for today, he's definitely a good friend of mine, and he actually has his own business. He does a lot. He's like the jack of all trades, as they would call it. I wanted to introduce y'all and give a warm KNHB Live welcome to my man, Derek Sinus Bailey. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, man. So why don't you tell my people who you are and where you're from?
I'm Derek. All right, I guess I should probably look at the camera.
You can whatever you want to do.
I'm Derek. I am from Cedar Rapids. I claim my hometown is St. Louis, where I spend a lot of time. But I like to give back to the area. I'm a business owner. I work in the music industry. I know a little bit about everything from sales to marketing, branding. I guess if you are looking for a startup or you're that seven-figure company and you just need that extra little help, to delegate some tasks or teach a team how to do things, I'm the guy.
There you go. And he's definitely good at doing what he do too. I can definitely tell you that. And there's no slacking. There's no and there's no holding back on words either. Let me tell you that too as well. So let me ask you, just to get everything started, what made you decide to get yourself into just being an entrepreneur person?
I guess like most kids, I can't say most kids. I've been on my own since I was 12. So it was one of those things of I had to create a certain lifestyle to survive, whether that was going to school or making sure I could feed myself. I worked my way through a few paths that weren't the greatest thing, but music was my foundation. After my sister passed, I fell into this pit of despair, I would say. So I would create music, whether it was singing before puberty to rapping or just writing poetry itself. I had an opportunity presented to me that was like, hey, we think you're dope, we can help you, let's make money off of you. But I didn't understand the concept, so I decided to step away from music and focus on music business. And I still just didn't I understood what was going on, I just couldn't grasp the concept because I was still young. I was 17, 18 years old.
Right.
So I got into sales. I started realizing I was very good at what I was doing. I was, breaking company records for companies that have been in, the industry for 20 years. Then I was like, what, let's see if I can do this on my own.
Right. And
that's what led into, my first company, which was a social media company, because social media is my generation's, thing. So, and I was really good at that. I did advertising for like Orange Theory Fitness and a bunch of different other companies, but I wasn't making enough. I was putting more time into that than what I was bringing home. I was like, man, I stopped the 9 to 5 to try to do this. So one thing led into another. I went from the social media to appliance to now my mattress company, which I've had for like 3 years. And it was really one of those things of, okay, let's see if I can do this. And now I'm freshly 24 years old, and I'm like, wait a minute, if I can do this, I can do anything. One thing led to another. Got back into music because I had that free time, so I got to fall back into my passion, which I'm very blessed to say I got that freedom. A lot of people don't. So now it was like, wait, if I can do this, I can do that, and I can do this, and I can do this, and what are you doing over there? Well, let me see if I can do that. How do I do this? I ask all the right questions, probably at the wrong times. Somebody will be in the middle of something. I'm like, wait a minute, what was that? Like you said, I don't hold my words. I'm straight to the point. There's no reason to beat around the bush. Life's too short.
Right.
If I need to get something, and if you can give that to me, let's work together. If you can't, who can?
Right.
So now when people are like, what do you do? Great question.
Right.
I'm an entrepreneur. So that's really where I'm at, is making sure I want to be able to help everybody in whatever shape, form I can, because when I was, younger and I was down and out of luck, nobody was there to help me. And it wasn't because they couldn't, they probably just didn't know how to.
Right.
So now it's one of those things, if you're, 14 years old and you're trying to get out of the street life, let me give you some guidance. If you're 50 years old and you're just looking to move into the next part of your industry, let me give you some guidance.
Right.
You've been in there for 50 years, you've got double the life on me, you're probably going to teach me something at the same time.
Right.
So
Well, that's what's up. So out of all the things that you do, what is like your favorite thing to do?
Music.
Music, you love music.
It was my passion growing up. Never thought I would get back into it. Actually, I brought my brother here today just so he could see, what's going on, because he's been there since, the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all there, Little Silence being a trap star or whatever you want to call it. They were all like, yo, you're going to be big in the music industry. You're different. You can do something different. And then I took a left field and they're like, wait, you own a company? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'm back in the music industry and they hit me with the, I told you so. And it's because I am making a lot of noise for the area and outside of Iowa with the team members I work with, and it's it's a blessing to be able to show my nieces and nephews, his kids, that no matter what anybody says about you, you can always do something better. You can always get to that next level. So
right, exactly. So as far as being an entrepreneur and doing the things that you do, what are some like, say if somebody wants to get into the business or just even wanted to start their own business, what type of encouraging words or positive words would you give to somebody that's trying to get into being their own business, their own entity?
Winners find a way. It's the number one thing. I live my life off of it. It's actually my personal brand. On Monday, you'll be able to go to the website, it's winnersfindaway.org, and it's kind of giving you details of what you need to do. At the end of the day, if you really, really want something,
mm-hmm.
you're going to find a way to make it happen. You're going to not give up. You're going to constantly go after it if you really want it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You may try this, that, and the third and find out that way didn't work, and this person lied to me, or this person just wasn't as helpful, so you have to set that path to the side. You give up on that, you quit at that, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not just going to give up on the overall goal. You're going to find a new path, a new direction. You're going to continue to climb that ladder. I tell everybody, you winners find a way. So that's what you're going to do at the end of the day.
Right, exactly. And so, like I say, you work with like artists and producers and stuff like that. As far as the artists that are here in the area, who are some artists that you like to work with?
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's some artists out there that don't like me. At the end of the day, it's you don't have to like me for us to do business. That's how I look at it. I'm good at what I do. If you're passionate about what you do, we can find a way to make it happen. I love music. I love when people are passionate about what they do. So I've got a couple people like my buddy Johnny. We're working a new project for him. We've got a few people that I would like to give them that shout out, but I can't because that's a hush situation. But I feel artist can be anybody. From you're throwing an event like Sandfest that's coming up on Saturday. That's something that that was a local musician who was like, let's get back to my area. Got Iowa Summer Jam. T1 Entertainment was something that it was an idea that was brought to me, and I helped them bring that idea, broker some relationships there. That's now doing Iowa Summer Jam.
Mm-hmm.
That's another platform for local artists. That's June 30th,
right.
And it's one of those things that's still art. It's still some type of creative thought to it. Whether you're doing a form of marketing or branding, you still have to be creative. So it's still artist.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, that's what's up, man. Because like I say, you putting your foot in everything right now. Exactly. And the good thing about it is about you, man, is like I love your drive, man. You like I said, you don't hold nothing back, and that's a good thing. That's what I think a lot of people need to learn about the music industry, because people think the music industry is easy.
Oh no, absolutely not. Oh man, how long have you been in the music industry? It's been quite some time.
I've been in the music industry for 32 years, man.
Yes.
And dibbling dabbling doing that, and like I said, I've learned a lot. I've been up and down, and like I said, I'm not perfect by any all means, but I built a lot of good relationships with people, and it's hard, man. And people think that what I try to tell people is, if you're going to get into this business, don't do it just to do it. Do it to get something out of it, because it's a dog-eat-dog world in the music industry, man. And it's like you gotta go hard in the paint, or don't do it. There's no middle. There's none of that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And
crazy.
In the time that you've been there, I've learned a lot from you. Obviously, we bounce off of each other.
Sure have.
But you've learned that there's always somebody out there grinding harder than you, so you have to grind that much harder. You have to do more than the next guy to stand out. Everybody wants to be the Lil Waynes, the Lil Uzi Verts, the Drakes and everything like that, but we've got those.
Exactly.
Be different. Do something that the next guy's not doing, because if you want to be Lil Wayne, so does she, and so does he, and he wants to be Nicki Minaj, and she wants to be Cardi B.
Right.
We've got those. Be something different. You know, stand out, work harder. You know, in 30 years in the industry, that's probably the number one thing that you can tell people. I know I've actively been in the industry going on 2 years now, actively. Music's been one of my things, and that's one thing that I can tell people is, you know, everybody wants to be an artist.
Right.
And with technology now, everybody can have a studio.
Yeah.
Not everybody has a producer, though. Not everybody knows the programs.
Right.
But there is you know, this person might be dope at what they do, and this person might know a little more than that. So now you need to work together, you know, and just take yourself to that next level that person's not thinking of. And you got to be outside the box.
Exactly. You got to, definitely. So is there some projects that you can let the people know about that you're working with?
I'm trying to think of how I can. I've got some huge projects for.
I mean, you can throw the little. You got to throw the big ones in. Just throw something that you've been working on. Just put. You can do that too.
I've got a gentleman by the name of Twan.
Yeah.
Twan Wilson. Me and him just sat down a couple days ago. I actually have a meeting with him tonight to talk about the next step. I'm working on helping him take his craft to the next level. Jose G. Me and him, we talk to each other nonstop, trying to figure something out. That man, he's been at it for a while, and it's one of those things. Is he's got a good craft, so it's one of those things. You know, figuring out how can I help him, because he's been doing it by himself for so long, and it's, you know, not necessarily can I help you or will I help you, because I gladly will. It's how can I help you?
You're right.
You know, so I've got some things working with those guys. Too Cold from Waterloo. He'll be at Iowa Summer Jam. I've been working with him for a little while. It's really, if you're interested in doing something and you really want to do it proper, my door is open. Everybody has my email. I put my number out there all the time. I'm not worried about people blowing me up as long as they're serious. Exactly. You know, and I'm always willing to work with somebody. And I couldn't, you know, directly be like, oh, this person's doing this and this person's doing that, because everybody's working on something.
Right.
You know? And it's the stuff I really want to tell people I'm not allowed to. That's the thing. Exactly. It's like, man, I've got this going on.
Exactly.
And it'll be huge for Iowa, but I just can't. You know.
Right, but in due time, they'll know.
Oh, yeah.
in due time, they'll know him. And he'll be back here to talk about that, too. Like I said, we going to blow this up out the water, man. So, but so if anybody wanted to get in contact with you, to work with you, you can go ahead and put your information, if you want to, you know, out there so I can get in contact with you.
I won't give my phone number like M. Dubai. Shout out M. Dubai.
Right.
I had to do that. You can reach me on Instagram, which is probably the best platform. It's Derek Silence Bailey. Or you can email me, or any other social media handles are going to be Winners Find a Way. So winners, like I passed the finish line, find a way. So, you know, and if you want to email me, it's info@winnersfindaway.org. It's going to be the best way. It's going to be Instagram, though. You know, I'm on that nonstop. My phone's in my hand. I'm always doing business. So, and that's the first thing I get notifications on. So.
And that's what's up. Well, just something personally, real quick. Who's like your favorite artist that you just love to listen to?
Oh man,
like say if I was to jump in your car right now and rock with you, be like, okay, let's just go from Cedar Rapids, Iowa City. Who would you have in the car right now that you'd be bumping?
I'd have two main, and it's because one's an entertainer altogether, and one's just the GOAT. Lil Wayne, obviously. Right. Weezy has always been an inspiration for me. Actually, Hard Body was like my favorite song by him forever, from Drought 2, I think. And then Luda. Luda by far is hands down my favorite entertainer. From music to acting to DJing. You know, he is just an amazing guy who showed that no matter what you do, if you think outside the box, you can excel in every platform you can. And he showed that, you know, it's not always what you want to do or how you do it. It's what you need to do and who teaches you what to do, I guess. That makes sense. Yeah. Because a lot of these mainstream artists aren't always writing their music. They're not always the one that's in charge, you know. Like with Michael Jackson and Thriller, he didn't want to release that because of the speculations about him at the time, so he wanted Dirty Diana. Thriller's probably his most iconic song today because somebody told him, hey, think about this.
Right.
This is what you need to do. And I think Luda shows that, because you've got some of the old Luda stuff, like the Red Light District, which was like raw street music in a sense, and then you've got Disturbing the Peace or Release Therapy. And it's, you know, if you listen to those albums, you're like, wait, this is two separate guys. This is a whole separate platform. And I guarantee you, one he probably had his hands in most of the time, and the other one he probably didn't.
Right.
So.
Exactly. Well, man, I just want to say thank you for coming through, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a blessing.
It sure is, man. I love this, man. And like I said, this platform is for, you know, anybody that's trying to do whatever they're trying to do in the business, man. Definitely. Or even, like I said, if y'all trying to do any type of business or even organizations, you know, that's what this is for, man.
Definitely, yeah. It's a huge platform. Not many people can be like, I was on TV, and at that live TV, that's a huge thing there. And then it's streamed on, you know, YouTube, so it gets in front of the masses as well. So
exactly,
it's really just getting the name out there. And for anybody who's watching and potentially will be on here future, make sure you do your own due diligence and promote your own show. You know, see, my goal every time I go somewhere is to see if I can break a record.
Right.
When I was on Flood 93 for the first time, that was my thing. It was like, all right, we got to hit higher numbers. And sure enough, at the end of the thing, they're like, look at what we did. I was like, yes. And it came down because not only did they do their part, I did my part. And it shouldn't only be whoever's providing the platform. If you're going to be on here, make sure you tell everybody. Tell your mom, you know, take your friends' phones, give them the link, give them the channel, whatever it is. Make sure you do your own advertising, because that's going to look that much better for your image at the end of the day.
Exactly. And that's what I try to tell them when they come on here. Promote what you got going on.
Exactly.
Because right now is the time. Don't wait. Like I say, don't wait, don't hold out. Promote right now.
Yeah, life's too short. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
You sure
I don't know if I'll make it home, but I hope I do. I pray I do.
Right.
But I do know that as of right now, I did my best in this moment, and I can go out with a bang if I had to.
There you go, definitely. And salute to you, man, for all the things you're doing, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Man, you're very welcome. It's your man, DJ Commando, right here at KNHB Radio. Even though I love radio, KNHB Live TV right now. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the finals, y'all. So stick around. What's good? It's your man, DJ Commando. I got the hiccups now. I don't know how that happened, but it happened anyway. But I just want to thank Big Derek Silence Bailey, man, for coming through and everything like that. And like I said, if you guys want to get on this show, you can email me at twilliams@patv.tv, or you can hit me up on social media, which is Troy Williams, and you'll see DJ Commando after that. Or you can hit me on Instagram or Twitter, which is I am DJ Commando. I also want to send a big shout out to everybody who's been on the show before. Big shout out to T1 Entertainment for the sponsorship. Also to let you guys know, Iowa Summer Jam is coming up June 30th for that. And then also we got some old school coming up too as well. We got basically the summer kickoff with Naughty by Nature, Coolio, and Bone. And that's July 7th. And that's at the Amphitheater in Cedar Rapids. Also we got Lil Wayne, Ja Rule, and Mike Jones, and they're coming to the U.S. Cellular Center June 23rd. So I'll be there for that. And you got the openers of Rollin K and Semi 16s. And then, like I said, also we got just a whole bunch of different stuff coming up. So, you know, like I said, this is the reason why we have this TV show, is to, you know, to help you guys, you know, promote what you guys have going on too as well. So just remember that. So, you know, like I said, it's not hard. All you do is just hit me up. We'll schedule up a day and then get you guys on the show. And I don't care if it's you're an artist, if you have a band, you're a DJ, if you have an organization that you want people to support and be a part of, definitely hit me up. And like I say, even a business, if you have just a start-up business, or if you have a big business that you want to talk about that's doing really well, that you can help other small businesses grow, then hey, make sure you look out and make sure you come in here and help me out too as well. And also, don't forget to tune in to PATV. 24 hours a day, I'm thinking. You know, there's other shows on here. They have PATV Underground that comes on. We'll know when the next one is coming up, so I would definitely be advertising for them, definitely for sure, because you know, they have underground, you know, bands and artists and stuff that come through and do that. And then also Tom's Guitar Show, which I really love and was a part of too as well. So hey, like I said, just support, and we need your support right now. PATV, if you want to give any donations or show any love to the station, definitely feel free to come by the studio, 206 Lafayette Street. Come and check us out, because we are here and we need you, because we do this for you. So hey, until next time, y'all, KNHB Live, your man DJ Commando signing off the air. Peace.